Hi, everybody. I've been training this evening and giving some thought to what to talk about in today's video. And I'd like to just talk about the matter of labels and how we can judge people and put a label on them, whatever that may be. You see, I believe that we all have different parts to us, hence starting my page on Facebook called All Parts of Me. Some people say, oh, I never get angry, I never this, I never that. Maybe they don't in the general terms. Let's take anger, for example. But some people sulk. Some people, you ask them what's the matter, they say, nothing, I'm fine, and pretend. So they're still expressing that in a different way. And we all have the potential to be and do anything. And when I say that, I'm talking about the matter of labeling. Whether you label somebody psychotic, neurotic, a saboteur, a this, a that, even, a goody goody, a bad person, a good person, a freak, a flake. These words can have an impact on somebody if you hear them over and over again. I certainly remember when I was going through some really difficult and dark times. And in the medical profession, okay, they have to make notes, I get it. But instead of, this person is psychotic or neurotic or whatever, otic. They could say they're going through a neurotic phase or exhibiting neuroses or whatever it is. But it's a bit like saying to somebody, you are neurotic. Well, that's not all of them. That doesn't cover every part of them. I remember working with young people and families in crisis and listening to a colleague call somebody a freak. You're a freak. Now, okay, you can say, well, these things are said in jest sometimes, but mud sticks. And we want to be careful what we say to people, about people, describing them. Now, on the other hand, somebody who has got a challenge with alcohol, let's say, I know that in the 12-step program and the meetings, they do declare themselves saying, I am an alcoholic. And that's part of their recovery, to actually own that and take responsibility. And I get that and I accept that. But then to say, oh, well, you're an alcoholic, as if that's all of them, that's not strictly so. So the point I'd like to make is to be careful what we say about other people, what we label them as, and indeed ourselves, because there are many facets to each person. There are many parts to each person. We talk about our shadow self, our genius self, or our lower self, our higher self. And there are also other selves, other parts of us. The angry one, the mental one, to want to call a different name, the emotional one, the crazy one, the enlightened one, the inspired, the happy, the joyous, the generous. There are many, many parts of us at any given time. And when somebody is going through a very difficult time, as I did years ago, and perhaps some of you already listening have done or are going through difficult times now, be mindful of labels that people put on you, you put on yourself, or you put on others, because they can stick. They can identify someone. And if you hear something over and over again, you can get to believe that about yourself and think that that's who you are, what you represent, and how you show up in the world. And then guess what? You demonstrate behaviors that confirm that. And you get the feedback, the comments, and the responses from people that again affirm that. And that's not strictly so, because we all have different parts to us, different parts of us. So, in the words of Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer, you know, every time you label me, you negate me. So, just think about that, because the world can be a difficult place, and let's not make it any more difficult. And be mindful what you say about others, how you let others label you, and how indeed you name and label yourself. Take care now, and I'll be back soon. Bye bye.